Hello guys, in today's episode we'll talk about what is Java. Java is one of the software programming languages. It's been there for many years. It was started with the version 1.0. Today its current version is 21. You can imagine how many revisions would have happened on the language itself. Seeing the number of versions today, there are lots and lots of features have been added over the past many years, and and every time they're making the language more stronger than it was before, and because of that it's able to compete with lots of other software programming languages like Scala, JavaScript. Previously Java did not have functional programming capability. Since Java 8 they've added these lambda expressions, and which made Java compete really well on the contemporary languages at the time, right? So I'm making this series, the basic series on Java, using which you can gain knowledge about Java programming language, and you'll be able to confidently write programs using Java and develop backend services, whatever you would like to, right? So let's get into the concept. So as you see on the screen, I to save some time, I quickly drew some diagrams and put some this terminology there, right? So before we even talk about the language itself, um, you have computer, right? So to interact with the computer, usually like how do you interact? We use keyboard. You type something, and then it appears on the screen, right? So that kind of communication is okay, but behind the scenes there is a software running which is capturing our events, our actions, and then it's acting on those actions, and then it displaying something onto the screen, right? But if you want to talk to a computer, like you want to tell something in some uh, plain language, right? How would you do it? For that matter, they came up with a lot of languages, right? So likewise Java is one of those languages. um, so let's say, okay, hey, I want to tell something to a computer, like I want to tell that, hey, I'm giving this statement, just print this onto the screen, right? So you can give that command to a computer using any language, but in this case how do you do that using Java? So Java is a high level language. What is high level meaning is that the language, when you write in a human readable format, right? Using plain English, right? So let's say you write some code into this file here, right? And then you name that file hello world.java. So anytime you write source code using Java, you you save that file with extension uh, called .java, so that system knows that okay, this is a Java file, right? Okay, well and good. Until this point is good. Let's not get into the code itself, that is for next upcoming videos, but understand the concept, right? Let's say you wrote something in Java in this file. Um, so and then this file is saved onto this machine, right? Um, so does system automatically recognize this file? No, it doesn't know what is Java, because this is a empty machine. It doesn't have any software that could understand this file, right, with this extension. So first what we need to do, we need to install Java software onto this machine, so that when you write any Java code, it can understand. So for that what we do, we install Java JDK. So if you look into the into online, the documentation, Oracle documentation, you can see the list of Java versions. Okay, so currently the version is 21. Let's say you downloaded that onto this machine and then you installed it, right? Good. JDK has been installed. What is JDK stands for? Java Development Kit. So now since it's installed, it can recognize this program, right? Okay, that is good. But this is in plain English. How does computer can understand this plain English? Computer can understand only bits and bytes, ones and zeros, right? So there should be someone on this mission that can understand this code and then convert that into mission code, right? That's where compiler will come into picture. This is a Java compiler. So when you install Java JDK, that has both development kit and also the runtime, right? It comes with a Java compiler, all of that. So what you do is you take this file and then you compile that. Compiling means what? It reads this English code and then convert into byte code. So which is basically the dot class file, right? So this dot class file, which is in the byte code, this byte code, who can understand that? If you open up that file, we don't know what is bytecode. So using Java compiler, you compile this .java class, which will give you the dot class file. This dot class file will have the bytecode. Okay, this computer cannot still understand this bytecode. It cannot understand that. It can understand only ones and zeros. Then who will convert this bytecode into machine code? That's where the JVM will come into picture. So when we install JDK, there is a JVM in that. What is JVM? JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. Its job is to take bytecode and then produce machine level code, which is ones and zeros. Then that machine level code is fed to the computer and computer can run that code, right? You got the point? So there are 3 steps. First you write the Java code and then you compile it using what? Java compiler. Java compiler, once it compiled, it will give you dot class file. So in this case, since our name of the file is hello world, it will produce hello world dot class file. The name of the file would be hello world dot class, which is the bytecode. And then you run this file using Java. So behind the scenes, how would you run this? You will say Java and then you'll give this class name file and then it runs that bytecode. So behind the scenes, it takes the bytecode and then convert that into machine level code behind the scenes and then it will give you the output, right? Those are the simple steps. So this is how you execute any Java program. So just to summarize, anytime you want to write a Java program, you write in some file and then you name that file, save that file using .java extension, and then you compile that using Java software. I'll go through the demo in the next video, but for today just focus on the steps: writing the program, compiling the program, and then running the program. So when you compile it, it creates .class file, and then when you run it, behind the scenes, Java virtual machine understand the bytecode, and then it will convert that bytecode to machine level code, which is ones and zeros, and machine will execute that code, right? So quickly, if you want to write it here, the steps, um, let's say, right. So first the steps are first compile, first the program, right. First you write program and then compile and then running the program. So what you need to take away from this class is the main pillars. What are those pillars? JDK, which is a software that you need to write a program, and uh, in that you need to remember the JVM. JVM is plays major role, which is what makes Java a platform independent. I'll go into that concept later, but for now, remember these words: JVM, which is Java Virtual Machine, and then Java compiler. It is like any other compiler, right? It compiles the code into bytecode, and then bytecode is run by Java Virtual Machine. So these are the terms you need to take away from this class. Then in the next video, let's catch up with the demo. Exactly the steps that I explained will execute a program. Okay. So I'll give you a couple of questions. What is JVM and what is the purpose of JVM, right? Why does it exist? Like, what does it do exactly, right? So think about that question and then post your answer in the comments. We'll catch up in the next video. See you there.